we are going to try to keep this short for you, short and sweet, and tell you all about what we do as coaches. We have a few rock stars on our team right here that would like to share a little bit about themselves and pretty much why we like this job so much, which doesn't even seem like a job to us. So we have a few slides we're going to show you, and I hope that you guys are as excited as we are. Cheers. I know it's only Monday. But these are some of the girls on our team. So Rose, can you just introduce yourself to everyone?
I sure can. Hey, everybody. Thanks for hopping on the call with us tonight. So we're just going to share a little bit about how we kind of got into this whole Beachbody thing. And I think pretty much all of us started just from our own health and fitness goals, wanting more for ourselves. So I was actually a high school athletic trainer before I was a full-time Beachbody coach. I gained a crap load of weight because I was just so unhappy with what I was doing, going through the motions, kind of just like that Groundhog Day thing going over and over. And I was just wishing for something more, wishing I chose a different career path, wishing that, I wasn't stuck where I was stuck. I always grew up with the notion of, go to school, get good grades, have a career, and then maybe be happy when I'm 65 and I can retire. Well, about 3 years into athletic training, I was like, shit, I ain't making it to 65. But that's when I put on a lot of weight. I started doing a Beachbody program, and it literally changed my life. I went to school for health and fitness. So I thought you had to be in the gym for hours. And I'm like, man, if somebody like me with like this background needed help with their own health and fitness, everybody needs help with this. It changed my life in more ways than just losing 30 pounds, but I was a notorious yo-yo dieter. I also had PCOS, so my hair was falling out in chunks. I was getting like acne like all over. Just like really weird symptoms started to happen. And it was just because of the shitty ass food I was eating and thinking, oh, I had spinach in my pasta. But it was just the cumulative effect of that really caught up with me. So even though I was only 27, that stuff just, it just came to a halt in my body, and it started showing. But I decided to become a coach because other people needed this, and I needed to get the heck out of my job. So I've been coaching for 7 years. I'm a 6-figure earner. We have a team of over 1,500 coaches. So it's pretty freaking incredible. And that's why I love sharing this, is because so many other people can benefit, whether it's just from the health and fitness side of this or it's the coaching side of this. It's changed so many lives. So I'm going to kick it over to Ashley, and she'll share a little bit about her.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm so excited to have everybody here. My name is Ashley LaFrance. I started with Beachbody almost 3 years ago, which seems crazy. I started off, I bought the Coach Challenge Pack, and you know what they say, if you don't post it, it didn't happen, right? So it was like my one way to keep myself accountable was to start to share. And little did I know it would now turn into, my full-time job. So I started my journey in June of, 2017, a year after my son. I had really bad postpartum depression. I have really bad anxiety and OCD. I am a hot mess. Geez, when I put it out there like that. And I just wanted to lose the baby weight. So I signed up. I saw this girl posting and posting. She looked so happy. And I was like, all right, these at-home workouts are not going to work. Let me just give it a shot, because this girl just looks so happy. Wouldn't you know, 1 3-week program, I lost 7 pounds. Another 3-week program, I lost another. I was hooked. So 14 pounds in 6 weeks was I was on a cloud 9. So that was a year after I had my son. And then fast forward to last year, November of 2019, I got pregnant with my daughter. And then I found out 2 weeks later, after I found I was pregnant, I got laid off. So I was really happy to have this quote unquote side hustle, because I decided to go full in with it. Reason being, I didn't know what type of maternity leave I was going to get. I didn't want to just take any crap job just to have a job. And I wanted to be able to take the time with my daughter. So I decided to go all in with coaching. And now it is my full-time job. I started this job, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, as a full-time working mom. And now I am a stay-at-home mom of 2, and I still make the business work. So that's kind of a little bit about my story, and I'm going to pass it over to Lisa.
All right. So, like Ashley, she is a busy mom, and so am I. I have 3 little kids, a 5-year-old, a just turned 3-year-old, a 1-year-old, and it is wild over here at my house. If you follow me, if you guys saw my story, I was doing some work before, adding some people into one of our new challenge groups, which is something that we do as coaches, while I was giving my daughter a bath, and kind of like multitasking, because that's what I need to do to make it work. I decided to start coaching because I needed to lose weight right after I had my first son. I gained a ton of weight after I had him, and I was like, all right, enough is enough. Like, let me do one of these groups with my coach Rose. And I lost 50 pounds. So I was beyond thrilled. I was always active before that, but the pregnancy just, I just couldn't get it together afterwards. So thankfully I lost weight. I entered my results. I won some money. I loved what I was doing as a coach. At the time I had 2 jobs and my husband was deployed. So it was a little wild, and I started grad school, and I knew that this was not going to work because I never saw my son. So I was never with my baby. So once I started coaching and people were joining me, I was like, this is awesome. Like, I'm helping so many people, and they're helping me stay accountable. And that's what I really needed and what I was really looking for. So I was able to then, with the income that I was making, quit my part-time job. And of course, with this business, no one's guaranteed any type of money. It depends on the work that you want to put into it. And we will talk about that in a little bit, the different types of coaching that you can do. But I decided, why not put in a little bit of work while I can, in little pockets of time. And here I am today, 5 years later, and absolutely loving this job so much. Love helping my coaches. And that's like a real passion of mine, is helping other coaches learn how to do this business, because it's really fun. And when my coaches are texting me, like 3 of them in one day, saying like, this is so awesome, and I love, like, this gets me so excited, I'm like, yeah, that's the best thing about it. Every day I'm telling them that's the best thing about it, and it's something different every time. So if you guys are on this call and you ever thought about joining us, you need to just freaking take the plunge and do it, because you will not be disappointed. I would love for you guys to go and meet Liz, who's next. Liz, I love that picture of you, by the way.
Thank you. I love that picture too. And I really love that healthy margarita. I kind of want one now. Hi guys, my name is Liz. I have been coaching for about 3 years now. I got started after seeing my incredible coach, Rose, who, we got connected and have just had such a good relationship from the start. So prior to Beachbody, I ran a marathon, I worked out all the time, and I couldn't like lose the weight. I thought it was because I was like aging that I wasn't losing weight. Got started, like really dove right in with the programs. I lost 30 pounds and I was so hype. I was so excited that it was just a disconnect with my nutrition, and it was so easy to fix. And it was fantastic. So long story short, I got my dream job. I was so excited, and I felt like I was in like this rut. Like it was just, I had no purpose. I felt like I was going to work, coming home, and before I knew it, like my life was going to be over. And I knew I had to do something to fix that. Who wants to feel like that? Nobody. So I decided to jump into coaching. It was the one thing that made me really happy. I love the results I saw. I love the community that I was in with my challenge groups. And I'm like, I can totally do that. It'll be so fun. So I decided to give it a go. And here we are 3 years later. It's been such an incredible journey that I've been on. And we are so happy to have all of you here. I am passing it on to our girl, Mallory.
Hi, I'm Mallory. So I started coaching my senior year of college. So I played volleyball in college, and during my second season, I quit my team. It had just been a lot of stuff that kind of happened, and I just lost my passion for it. And if you know me, like I started playing sports when I was 4, so like that's all I ever knew. So leaving that, I was like, I had no friends because all of my friends were literally my teammates. Like no purpose. Like my whole life had been around sports, and it was like, now what? And then I had been on such a crazy like, set schedule before, with working out and eating healthy that I was just like, I am not doing it. Like I am free. And so for about a year, I stayed free and I did not work out and I did not like eat healthy. I lived off of Oreos and Japanese food and gained a whole bunch of weight. And I tried to do some things, get back in the gym. But going into, the student gym, and I just felt like I was being stared at constantly because I was the athlete that quit. And so I just had a hard time finding what I was going to do. And this girl from back home that I had been picking on workouts that people did that she was doing messaged me and was like, hey, I think you should coach. And me, like in challenges, I was like, okay, well, let's do it. So I knew that it was something that worked. And I knew that I could get my money back in 30 days if it didn't work. So I just did it. And so I got amazing results. I lost 15 pounds and 13 inches in the first 30 days, and I was sold. So I just wanted to help, so coaching kind of really took off because I wanted to help other people see that it's not that complicated. It can be done at home or in the gym. And you don't have to be in there for 2 hours, waiting on the guys that are just like lifting all the heavy weights so you can get a squat rack. Like you can just do it at home and be totally fine with it. So I'm passing it on or back to Lisa, maybe.
Yep. Thanks, Mel. Let's see. So, many of you that are on this call are probably wondering, like, what do you really do as coaches? Well, number one, we drink mimosas sometimes, as you can see in that picture over there on the left. But the best thing about this business is that we work on ourselves. So I have someone that just joined our team about 20 minutes ago, right? And I was just talking to her and I said, one of the things that we do, that we get to do with this business is become a better version of yourself. Like, I don't remember when I signed up to teach that they were like, well, you need to make sure that you are the best version of yourself that you can be. They don't care. Nobody cares about you. They just want to make sure you're in the classroom, you're doing what you need to do, or with any job, really. But with this, it was, Rose said to me, you need to do personal development, and work on yourself. And I was like, I don't need that. And then once I actually started reading personal development, I was like, wow, like this stuff is life changing. And then I was making a list, like who in my life could use some personal development? I was like, she should read this book. She should read that book, because it's just that incredible what it does for your life. So we work on ourselves, we reach our goals, and we help people along the way get results. And once other people are getting results, that's how it gets the ball rolling with this business.
No, here we go. Hey, alrighty. So the total solution. When you get started as a coach, even with the community of the fitness and the nutrition, we are together in a group. So I think a lot of times when you focus on working out, it's very lonely. Like if you're going to the gym or you just don't really know what to do, you're going there watching other people, and it's difficult. In our group, it's fantastic. I mean, if you've been in a challenge group, you already know we're working out together, we're helping each other build up different goals and setting them, achieving them, and moving forward. It's really so fun. And in regards to our coaching community, it's that times 10. Like we're setting those fitness goals, but we're setting those financial goals too, and we're helping each other. No matter if we're a part-time coach, a full-time coach, a hobby coach, we're there supporting each other the whole time. So it's just a complete package to help you succeed and help you earn money and help you do all the things you want to do. And sorry, who we got next? Rose.
I think you were going to continue, but I can take this. Absolutely. You're all good. So your results are directly tied to your business because let's face it, life happens, right? We get pregnant. We have life changes that go on in our life, but it is really all tied to just like Lisa was saying, being the best version of you. And if you don't do anything else as a coach, and this is what I always told myself, because I was very hesitant about signing up as a coach. I said, all right, worst case scenario. And I say this for everything now. In my mind, if I'm deciding to make a decision about anything, I'm like, all right, worst case scenario, if I buy those leggings, I could just return them, right? My worst case scenario with Beachbody was, all right, worst case, if I became a coach, I just keep the 30 pounds off because I've been a yo-yo dieter my entire freaking life. Best case scenario, I could help one more person. Well, I did way, oh, my head's like cut off. I've done way more than that, but just putting that focus on myself has not just changed me by the pounds on the scale, but just being able to mentally, I mean, going through what we're going through right now as, I mean, I guess the universe, the world, going through like this whole crisis that we're having. I know I would not be where I am mentally right now if it wasn't for this business of learning how to know who I am, know my thoughts, and not to control my thoughts, but just being aware of it and giving myself tools. And that's really what Beachbody has given me, is just these amazing tools. Besides, yes, we have like the best workout programs. We have the best nutritionals out there. I mean, the results show that, but it's all the other underlying things that you work on as a coach that keeps you here for me 7 years. And yes, I gained weight obviously when I had a kid, but I had this entire community of people that were rooting for me that were like, all right, Rose, we're watching you now. Cause I feel like before I was pregnant, people were like, she wasn't a mom before. Like she doesn't know how it's like, you know, losing weight and blah, 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 blah. But now it's like, I'll prove you. So it just gives you such a different angle to approach life as a go-getter, as a, what's the word I'm looking for? Instead of being on the defense, you are now on the offense. You are in control of your destiny, of your life, and that's so powerful. And that's what we hope to give to you guys, is to have that that knowledge and that purpose of knowing that like what you have inside of you is really all you need for this. The skills are teachable, and Lisa will talk about that, or someone will talk about it at the end. But all those things are teachable. It's the inward work that is really the most important, and what we help you guys with too. So we're going to go over some like hesitations or some of the main concerns people have when they're like starting or thinking about being a coach. So one of the main hesitations is, how can I do this when I'm not at my ideal weight? So freaking Lisa Humphrey, look at those before and after pics. So she actually won what, $500?
$500. These pictures make me want to throw up, by the way.
So yeah, we never take our before picture and think, yeah, we're going to share that all over the freaking internet. Hell no, guys. We took those pictures. We take those pictures as a way to hold ourselves accountable, because as we know, the scale always lies, but the pictures tell the truth. And Beachbody is really cool. You can send your before and after pictures in, and there's different like scales of like they have monthly awards and quarterly, and the year transformation, I forget, I don't know, 100 grand, 200 grand, something really cool. But most people say, well, I'm not going to coach because I'm not at my goal weight. So who would want to be coached by me if I'm not at my ideal weight? And I'll say this is, that was the biggest mistake I made in this business, because I actually got my transformation first and then I became a coach. I missed that whole time of people seeing me struggle and going through the journey, because people can't relate to the ta-da, look at me, my six-pack abs, right? People relate to the struggle. People relate to, wow, like Rose gets it. She knows how hard it is to not, like, snack after dinner, and she knows how hard it is with whatever, right? Like, that is what people are saying. Yeah, like, I want to join her, because let's be honest, there's a million other workout programs. There's no more, I don't want to say there's no more gyms, but we can't go to the gym anymore. There's other things people can do, right? But people join us because of the story, because of that emotional connection that they can say, wow, she really gets me. I want to be on this journey with her, right? Like, yeah, guys, sure, I'm an athletic trainer, but I don't use those skills to help people. I just share my journey. And really, I get messages all the time like, oh my gosh, like, thanks for sticking with this for so long. You just motivate the heck out of me. Not that I know how to do the best bicep curls. Like, that's what the workout program's for. Like, that stuff is already done by Beachbody. Like, they're the professionals in that. But I'm just sharing my journey so that people can say, wow, if Rose can do it after having a kid, late nights, and she has an incredible business, and she lost all her baby weight, like, why not me, right? So think to yourself, why not you? I mean, we all obviously have different stories, and we all have to start from somewhere. So you do not need to be a fitness expert. You do not need to be in the health and fitness realm. You just need to want to make a change for yourself.
I think I'm up.
You're up.
All right. Do I need to quit my current job? I think this is a huge myth as well. So many people think that when we talk about network marketers, that your goal has to be to want to quit your job. And that is not true at all. I started this business working full time, and I had no intentions of really quitting my job. It just kind of happened. Mallory works full time, Liz works full time, Lisa's a teacher. So all of them are running their business, working their full time jobs. Now, some of them may have goals to want to quit their full time jobs, but it doesn't have to be yours. You can join our team. First, a lot of people join with the challenge pack and they become, quote unquote, a discount coach, just to get the discount on our products. However, what we find is a lot of people come to love those products, love their results, and they turn into what's known as like a hobby coach. So naturally, what's going to happen is your friends and family are going to see your results. They're going to see how your smile on your face, and they're going to ask you, what are you doing? That's coaching. You're going to be like, well, I'm doing this 21-day fix program. Would you want to join me? Right there, you've now helped someone, just like we've all shared our journeys with all of you, and we've helped many people out there. That's the same exact thing. You can kind of relate it to like a restaurant. And, people are like, oh, I want to go to this restaurant. Who has the best steak? Oh, all these different places. Same concept, but now you're building a business for yourself, doing something that you love and that you've grown a passion for. That could grow into more of a part-time coach. And I'm going to tell like what the differences are. Hobby coach, you may share, oh, I just did this program, look at my transformation. Or people may see you and you may add, you may do what's known as like a referral, and you could get a $50 bonus. Or you could do what most of our team is probably part-time coaches. Most of them have full-time job and they coach on the side, or as the side hustle. And how they make it work is they do it in what's known as like pockets of time. So like the morning, part of our job is working out. Like, how cool is that? You get to work out. I always said if I got paid to work out, I would do it more. But I'm not going to go get my athletic training or my trainer's like certification. I'm not going to become a nutritionist. So this worked well. I could still get paid to work out, and hell, it pushed me to work out even more and achieve my results. So sometimes when people get up in the morning, that could be a pocket of time, whether it's a half hour, an hour. Lunchtime, a lot of people have, if you can make a pocket of time at night. So you make it work best for your schedule. And I think that's what everyone has to realize. Like, we all make this work best for us. Lisa has 3 kids. She's a full-time teacher. That girl is busier than anybody I know. And she makes this work very well. And we work in pockets of time. I think it's also very similar to a full-time coach. If you did want to become a full-time coach, we do not work the traditional like 9 to 5. Again, we make it work on our own time. Right now, I'm a full-time coach, but I take care of 2 kids. So like they're sleeping right now. So I get a lot of work done in the evening, during their nap times. Most full-time coaches, I don't think, work that traditional 8-hour day. And I don't know who control is then. Rose just left. So, oh, she's back. Okay. So there's definitely ways to make this business work. If you don't have to quit your job and make it a full-time business. You can do it on the side. Maybe you want to pay for your car payment or your nails done, or you want to take your family on a vacation. That's what you're going to use that extra money, or your kid's birthday. It's extra income coming to you. I'm too busy already. How do I find enough time? I swear to you, when I started coaching and started working out, I swear I have more energy to do more things because of it. I always say when you fix like the chaos in your brain, like everything else seems to fall in place. Not only like the weight coming off, but everything around you. Just an example, it just happened to me the other day. I have a new challenger. She's a mama of 2, her daughter's 2, and she has a 7-week-old. And she's saying she's getting more done now that she's started incorporating workouts into her life. And I couldn't agree more. I'm a mom of a 10-month-old and a wild 4-year-old who's got more energy than I know what to do with by 5:30 in the morning. He's ready to play tag with me. And I'm like, yeah, we just woke up. But I make the time. I get up early and I set my hours. I'm like, okay, from 5 to 7, like this is mama's time. I'm going to work out and get my work. And then I have the rest of the day for them. And then when I have that nap time, I do a little nap time hustle, and then the evening. So it really is more based on pockets of time. You think you're too busy, but I would guarantee you scrolling on Facebook, you could probably be doing better things with your time than scrolling or watching that Bravo show or that Netflix show. You could be you could be working your business, and that's kind of how we all do it. And I think I'm over to Mallory. No.
Yes. I was
Yes.
trying to move the box so I could see the screen. This is a big like misconception. I actually just did a post about this, so this is like perfect timing. Not being a salesperson. I don't see myself as a salesperson for this because these are things that have completely changed my life. It's like when you go like to that new dessert place that opened and you're like, oh my God, that donut is amazing. Like you have to try it. Like this is that same concept, and it's something that's like going on forever. Like you're always going to need your health and fitness, and when you put that kind of on the back burner, so does everything else, kind of like Ashley just talked about. So I never feel like I'm trying to sell someone something. I never hit like a sales goal or a quota. It's, I want to help people feel like they should again and feel good again and get back in shape. And so a lot of that is put into that, and you care about each person on an individual basis. I don't say here is, the starter pack and everyone gets the same one, because everyone has different goals. I don't throw someone, who has a knee injury into this super intense program I'm doing now. And so I'm not like, hey, this is not going to work from you, but you need to buy it anyway. We really customize it based on each person's goals and their history, and which is why we have so many conversations going on with people, just to kind of understand where they're at and where they want to go. And then you don't have to feel like you need to know everything to start off. I didn't know anything. I literally thought that these programs were easy at home workouts that moms did, because I was 21 when I signed up, and I was a college athlete. So obviously these were far too easy. Like there was no way that they would be challenging for me. And I was thinking like old ladies, like in their living room, like, with their leotards and tights on. Like that's literally what I thought. And so getting into it, I learned more and more, like there's these hard programs. Like some of these days I'm completely dying doing my workouts, but you don't have to feel like you need to know everything about them either, because you have your coach and their coach. And there's so many online resources for us to go back to. And it's really learn as you go. I don't know many, like when you start a new job, you get thrown into trainings and, you sit in these trainings for hours or days. And it's not that at all. This is, we have a guide set up for you and it's like, okay, let's do these steps. And then we meet and we do one-on-one calls and we do group trainings. There's so many things and so many opportunities to help you grow and learn and understand what to do and how to work this business. So I think this is back to Lisa.
Yep. So anyone that is listening in, I love like everything that everybody said. Even when Ashley was talking and she said, this is a part-time job. So I got to quit my part-time job. And I tell my husband all the time, I'm like, how awesome is it that now I can do this and work when the kids go to bed and do things on my time or get up earlier than them and do my business in the morning. So I don't have to pay a babysitter to watch them to go to a job that I hate, that I'm making minimum wage. I get to do this when I want and make more money than I would be working at an after-school program, which is where I was. So thank you guys for sharing all of that. And honestly, you would be doing yourself a disservice if you waited to join us, because so many people need our help right now. With all of this that's been going on and people are stuck home, for us, for our team, to be completely honest, I've gotten text messages from my friends like, I'm so bored, or another boring day. I haven't been bored yet because we have each other. We have this business that keeps us motivated. We're building connections with people. And that's really what this is all about, is building connections with people. Not about, like they said, not about selling anything, not about anything else like that, but building connections and helping people out when they need it. So there are people out there, trust me, that and that you're friends with that could use something like this in their life. So why not be the one to give it to them? If you guys are ready, just ask your coach, reach out to the person that invited you to be on this call with you and let them know, like, sign me up and let's freaking do this. We have a coaching group. Like we said, all the trainings are there for you. You don't have to recreate anything. We will help you with it all. And I really couldn't think of something better that I could have ever done with my time, like 5 years later, and here I am. So if you guys are ready, definitely ask your coach if you're ready to join our team, and we will help you out through it all. I really don't know what else to say besides that this is freaking amazing. So if anybody else has anything, Rose, you want to add something?
I just wanted to say, if anyone has any questions, we can hang out for a hot second. If you're on the webinar, there is like a little chat thingamajiggle that you can put your question in. If you're on the Facebook event, you can just post right in there. We can answer it now, or if you want to wait, we can answer it later when this is all done.
Another question that we do get asked a lot is, how much does it cost to sign up? What are the fees?
Someone just asked that too.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So it doesn't cost you anything besides what you are paying for your product. So we drink our superfood shake every day. We do our workouts. That's it. So people take this as like, oh, well, it doesn't cost that much money to do this business. No, it doesn't. You can do this business just by buying your own things that you're going to need anyway to have your own health and fitness journey going. And you get to help other people. So there's no other cost than the cost that it costs you for your own things.
Yeah, and right now for the month of, I don't even know what month it is, May, there's $20 off the packages. So really, like I always tell people, like your business is your workout and a meal. Like there's no other place on the planet where you can run $1 million business. And guys, this business can be $1 million business off of your home workout and the meal that you drink every day. Like it sometimes blows my mind even to think like where I am in this. Like I run a business off the meals I eat. Like it's crazy. But right now from the month of May, there's $20 off, and there's all different types of packages depending upon what workout program is right for you. So that's why we don't say like exactly, because we don't know like exactly what's going to be right for Mallory or for Liz or Lisa, because everyone's at a little bit different points in their journey, whether you are pregnant right now or maybe you've never worked out a day in your life. You're not going to be doing killer workouts like Mallory. We're going to kind of gear you towards what you need for your own goals. And I do see a question.
Veronica asked, is it a 1099 or a W-2?
I believe it's a 1099. I know it is.
Yep.
It is a 1099. So if you earn anything over $600 in your Beachbody business, then you get a 1099 that you can give to your accountant or whatever for taxes. Personally, owning your own business is really awesome because I can write off things like my cell phone. Because guess what I do on my cell phone? I work my business. My new laptop. That's a write-off. So that's part of my business. I don't like all my personal development books, I have so much stuff here. All my planners, that's all part of my business that I get to use as a tax write-off. So, and we have loads of stuff like that in our team page, so you'll know when tax time does come up. And then Jennifer asked, she wasn't sure how to get started with the business. She's already signed up. So I would say to Jennifer, just reach out to the coach that you are signed up with. We have our new coach basics training that will start today's a Monday. It will begin on May 25th. So next Monday, we're doing our new coach 5-day basics training. So you can hop right into that. Until then, connect with your coach, do what we call a getting started right call. So that will be a call that you and your coach get on to make sure that you read the PDF that we sent you, just to get some of the basic things kind of checked off so that on Monday, May 25th, you're ready to go for that coach basics training.
And Rose, how long have you been coaching?
7 years. It was actually Valentine's Day of 2013. And I remember because it's Valentine's Day. And I was alone because I was in a long distance relationship. And Beachbody was actually the thing that got us to get married and all that fun jazz too. So it's a nice little anniversary for me. Any other questions? So Barry asked, what is the basics training? So each day in the training, we give you an action step to do for your business, because this is a do and then learn business. So on Monday, we'll have you kind of share why you decided to be a coach and kind of get out of your comfort zone, because really that's what this business is about doing things that make you uncomfortable. And that's why most people are hesitant, because of the fears that hold them back. So we kind of break down those fears first. And then on Tuesday, we do another action step, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we slowly kind of build you up through those 5 days in the Coach Basics training. Thanks, Vanessa.
Yep. And I don't know if anybody else wants to share. When I started coaching, I was making enough money to pay my car payments and pay for groceries. And I was like, this is awesome. And then I was able to pay for my son at daycare. Now I have 3 kids, so it's gotten a little bit more expensive. But guys, last year I got my taxes back and I made 20 grand running this business on the side. And to me, like, that was like huge. That was like a huge, huge help for me. But my first year, I was still making enough to be able to pay car payments and groceries. Like, who couldn't use that in their lives? I don't know if anyone else wants to share, because every coach is different, but what that does for me and my family is just unbelievable, for something that I love so much and helped me be a better person.
There was another question, and we kind of did cover it a little bit, but Barry asked, what if you work crazy hours? She works 2 jobs at 2 different hospitals, 2.5 hours apart. I would say that this business is kind of made for you, because you can do this at whatever little time that you have. If you have 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, If you have off on the weekend, you can do it there. Or if you don't have, like I work when I worked full time as an athletic trainer, I worked 6 days a week. I was in a long distance relationship. So after I worked on Saturday, I drove 3 hours to see my boyfriend, who's now my husband. But I just found little pockets of time that I would always be wasting. So I had a long commute. So in the car, I would listen to personal development. So I would find, there was a call from corporate this morning. I don't know if you girls remember the quote, but I would find the time that I was wasting and actually did something productive instead in that time. So instead of like watching Netflix at night and just like chilling, I would do my Beachbody work. I would get on a call like this and I would learn. So it really all depends upon maximizing that little time that you have to your best ability to make it work because of where you want to go in your future. So yeah, there are going to be some sacrifices. Anything that is good in your life is going to require some sacrifices. Now, we're not saying cut off your fingers, but things like Netflix, or instead of listening to the radio, listen to your personal development, those kind of things. Little things can really grow your business.
These are really good questions so far.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
Who wants to answer the next one? Because I feel like I've been talking.
I can't see any.
Liz, did you want to answer one?
What do we got? I don't even see it.
Oh, you don't see it. How do you actually earn money? Like, what do you get paid from?
Oh my gosh, you get paid from helping people lose weight. So what you'll do is you will set up people who are interested with challenge packs. You'll talk to them about what their health and nutrition goals are, and you'll work from there. So you make a commission off of whatever you sell. That's how you start to make commission. And then moving forward, you will, if they sign up to be coaches, you'll start to, build a team and start to see income that way as well. Does anybody want to add on to that?
So I would love to tell you guys real quick about the trips, because that is like one of the biggest things that I love about coaching is that you can also earn free trips, not just for you, but your entire family. So last year I brought my husband on an all-inclusive cruise, and it was 5 days long. It was awesome. And then this year I earned the trip for my entire family, and I obviously could not go because of COVID-19, but it's like the most exciting thing that you get to earn these trips for free. Like, I don't know that in the middle of the year that I would be able to afford a trip for my entire family to, a tropical island somewhere. So that was like a huge benefit for me and my family.
So another question that we just keep getting is, how much is the upfront cost? So if you have never done Beachbody before, you're like brand spanking new, a challenge pack is the way to go. Challenge packs range between $160 to like $250, depending upon, like I said, your goals and what you need to reach your goals. There's different package options. So we always say, like, talk to your coach to see what package option is best for you. This month there is $20 off of those packages. And with those packages, your coach fee of $40 is completely waived. So that's why, like, we always say, go with the thing that you're going to get the best bang for your buck. Like, obviously you need a workout. Obviously you need nutrition. So with the challenge pack, you get both. You get the nutrition and you get the workout, and your coach fee is completely waived. So you're signing up as a coach for free. Let's see. How long did it take each of you to actually make back your upfront money?
Like 2 weeks, because you don't really put much in. So you're just paying for your 30 meals for the month and your workouts for an entire year when you start. So if you just sign up 2 people, you'll make it back super, super quick, whatever you're putting out. But then again, like I don't have to buy 30 meals for myself for the entire month, you know?
Or go to Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I always tell the girls, I'm like, that's how I used to go to Dunkin'. I would get a coffee or an orange juice and a bagel in the morning and then go to work. And now what I have, my superfood shake in the morning is cheaper than that and a heck of a lot better for me. So you're really making an investment in your health and earning money while you're doing it.
Like you kind of have to eat.
Yeah.
For me, I was a very slow starter. So I think like my first month, maybe I earned $16 in commission. And when I say this, it's because I was extremely shy. I never posted on Facebook before, but I had a vision that I wanted to get the heck out of the job that I was in. So even though I was a slow starter, I kept on going. And my superpower is just being consistent. So as long as you're consistent, do what your coaches say. That $16 obviously has, I don't know, I don't even know the term, like million, quadruple, whatever. Like last week, I earned $4,000 in 1 week.
In 1 week.
In 1 week. We get paid weekly as Beachbody coaches, so every Thursday is our payday. But guys, seriously, like if you asked me like 7 years ago that I would be making $4,000, and we have to kind of put the disclaimer: Beachbody does not guarantee your income. It is a direct reflection on how many people you help and really your hustle in this. But hell no, I never would have thought I would make $4,000. I earned, I don't even know what I earned as. I got a teacher's salary. I think my teacher's salary for the year, I think maybe was like $60,000, and I was capped. I couldn't make any more, regardless how many athletes and ankle sprains that I helped to heal. It didn't freaking matter. How many hours I worked, it didn't matter. I was capped at 60. But with this business, you're not capped. You can earn as much as you can earn. So it's really all up to you and the time. And what I mean by time, it's not like 40 hours a week. It's just that little consistency of always being here day after day. That's the kind of time I'm talking about.
That's what I was going to say. I said it the other day as one of my goals was like, sky's the limit. Like I'm going to make more money than my husband, and his boss dictates how much money he gets paid. And my goal is to make more money than him. So, and I can keep going and going. Right now he can't get a promotion because of COVID right now. But guess what? I keep like doubling my income every week these past couple weeks. So I'll share how much. I mean, I think over the last 3 years, I've made almost $30,000. So that puts in perspective. I would say my business really started kicking off at about 6 months of people watching my journey. And then it was like that 6 months, it kind of just like took off from there. But honestly, hell, you couldn't pay me a dime and I'd still be doing it because I'm a happier, better person for it. I'm a better mom, a better person, and I get to help people and sharing my journey. And I just enjoy it that much. I didn't get to share, like, if I didn't have Beachbody during this pandemic with my 2 little ones, I would have lost my mind by now. So honestly, Beachbody keeps me, my business keeps me structured and sane, and gives me something for me every single day to look forward to. Who the hell gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning looking forward to anything? I actually do. So weird, but it's because of this business.
Yeah, I totally agree, Ash. It's like my husband the other day, we were doing like a questionnaire, you know, for when COVID started. And he's like, you have to ask your husband like the answers to your questions.
Yeah.
And what are you most proud of me for? And he was like, for having a no excuse attitude and always doing what you need to do. Like, and I was like, oh, that was really cute actually. Because heck yes, even during this, my kids are asleep. I'm getting up at 5:30 and getting ready to do it all. And it starts my day in like the best way possible. Some people asked a few more questions. Barry Lynn, that was me in the bikini. Yes, let's not talk about that. But yes, that was me. And I don't know that without this in my life that I would have been able to do that. I was at the gym for years before that. And I actually started going back after I had my son. So then I would need to find a babysitter when I went to the gym to somebody to try to watch him. And then that just became such a headache. So once I started doing this, I started seeing better results, and it led me to that. Is there any goal that you need to reach to stay a coach? Nope. There's no specific quota that you need to have. Like my husband is a coach, actually, my grandma, they're just in it for the discount. So there's nothing saying you need to help this many people. Of course, we want you to help as many people as you can because there's people out there that need the help. But if you don't that month, it's okay. You know,
We
you
still love you. We
Yeah.
still love you if you don't.
just pick it back up.
There was a question about the commission rate, and is it a set rate? So on certain products, we get a 25% commission, and that is pretty high for a network marketing company. We also earn what we call a team bonus cycle. So as a team, we collect volume. And depending on what rank you are, I'm not going to get into the specifics of that, but that's the bulk of my money right now. Like my commissions every week, I don't know, maybe it'd be like $50. Like I like to teach my team and lead my team. And that's why like I have that residual income coming in, is because I've taught them what to do versus me going out and single-handedly doing it. And that's why this company and network marketing is really such a great way. If you've ever read Rich Dad, Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Talks about the residual income side of this type of business, is that it's not always you put in the hours and you have this set hourly rate. Like I can be giving birth and still be I still earn a paycheck that week, right? And then there's all different types of like bonuses that you get. If you sell a challenge pack, you get a bonus. If you sell like 5 challenge pack in like 5 weeks, you get $100 bonuses. Lisa talked about the trips that you can earn by helping people. So you earn money towards the trip. So there's a lot of other ways, but the main ways are the commission, 25% commission, the bonuses for the challenge packs, and then the team bonus cycles from building and leading a team.
Megan asked too, how much do you spend each month to maintain coach status?
I'll
Anybody?
answer how much I spend. So as a coach, well, you're a product of the product. Like I said, I would drink my supplements, whether you're going to pay me or not, because Shakeology alone has changed my gut health. I had really bad TMI IBS before I got started, and it's priceless to me. So I'm going to drink that regardless. So I get that monthly, which I think is like $99. And then I have my Mama Juice, which is Energize. Fun story, my husband used to drink like those ones you buy at Vitamin Shop, and I drank it once and I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. So like now he drinks it too, so I kind of have to make up for him. I would say like between like the regular stuff, I probably spend like I think I've calculated to be like $285 a month or something like that. But I make that back in one paycheck. So, and honestly, it doesn't even matter because it's like me going to the Vitamin Shop and buying pre-workout or post-workout. It's like me going to the store and buying food. It's a meal replacement. It's our pre and post-workout. We're going to buy it anyway. Now it invests back into our business. And then you have the $16 coach discount fee. So I'm a coach, and then my husband's a coach. So I duplicated myself, which is another way you can build your business. And then as you grow, the more business centers you have, the more you can duplicate yourself, which is freaking awesome that you can have so many businesses and you can make money from all different ways. But like I said, I probably spend like a little over $200 a month to keep my both coaches active. That makes sense.
And I'll add like the minimum requirement to keep your coaching account is just $15.95. And that's like your websites, your share cart. So that's how like people sign up with you. Beachbody ships all of the stuff for you. You get like a coach relations and customer relations number. So kind of that stuff is all taken care of you as well. And then if you want to get extra other products, obviously our job as a coach is being product of the products. I personally pretty much get everything because I love it all. I get Shakeology, Recover, Energize, and my husband, who's like the biggest, I don't want, not naysayer, but you know, in the beginning, he's like, what? I'm drinking what? I'm like, yeah, you're drinking the Shakeology stuff and you're going to like it. And he's like, fine, whatever. He loves me. But we literally have to have 2 bags at the house because
Throw it away.
if we're like a little bit short, he's like, oh my God, I can't like not have it. And my mom's the same way. So my mom is like what we call like a discount coach. She doesn't really work the business. She just uses it to get a discount on her Shakeology. But she's the same way. She's like, oh my God, I only have like 3 scoops left. Like, where is it? So yeah, we get that. I get the Beach Bars. I use the Optimize and the Soothe. So those things are for your gut health. And that's something that I learned. A lot of us, somebody said she loves hearing all of our stories. And we all kind of have a little similar stories, especially with gut issues, with gut health. I suffered from IBS as well. And Beachbody has such a phenomenal line to, I don't know if that was my microphone, but for you to heal your gut from the inside out. And I just learned so much just from the professionals that make up like all these things. Anyways, so I use this stuff because it benefits me. And yes, it helps me with my business as well.
Yeah, and the price as a customer, if you're signing up as a customer and they want Shakeology for a month, okay, that's awesome. Boom, it's $130 for a month. As a coach, the only thing that you really need to get, like if you don't want to get all that other stuff, that's fine. I get it all also because I love it all. But it's $115 for Shakeology as a coach. That's including any fees and everything else. So $130 as a customer or $115 as a coach. So obviously I'm going to want it for $115 with no quota that has to be met or anything. And that's really like as low as you can get it with your Shakeology. Any other questions over there? Has anybody seen?
Barry asked, what is duplicating yourself? That's a topic for another time. That's kind of like in the Coach Basics stuff that we teach you guys, but it's just another way to be smart with growing your business. And like I said, we teach you all the little ins and outs of this. I had no idea what network marketing was before I started. I just kind of listened to my coach and learned as I went. So just know that it is a way for you to earn more money just by doing what you're already doing. And I think we got them all. You guys did freaking awesome with these questions. And I think the people that are on are learning so much more because you guys had the guts to ask those questions. So thank you for making this call super awesome for us. If you have any more questions, let us know. But it's almost 9 o'clock and we like to keep these calls to an hour because we all know that you guys have other things in your life. This business is not supposed to be your life. It's supposed to fit around your life. So hope you all have an amazing night and we can't wait to see you in our team page. And maybe you'll come on our Zoom workouts in the morning because they're super fun too. So thank you everyone. Have an amazing night.
Bye guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks for joining.